So now just to cover privacy settings, it's a good idea to make sure that your privacy settings are set up as you would like them. So again, you access via this small arrow on the top right hand side of your personal profile page. Go down and under the account settings that we've already gone over, click on privacy settings. Now, a lot of this has been improved by Facebook recently in response to some of the criticisms around people being worried about the information that Facebook contains about them and also how that is used by Facebook. So here it's very easy to go in and edit how Facebook uses your personal information. So if we just run through it very quickly, you can get an idea for what you can do, but also take some time to go through this and make sure it's set up as you want it. So new to Facebook now is this inline audience selector. Every time you make a post, there is an inline audience selector which allows you to publish that post to different audiences. So that means every time you make a post, you can change who sees it. As a default, you can change the setting just here. So if you have it set to public, the inline audience selector will always be set to public. You can still adjust it for individual posts, and we'll show you how to do that in a second. If I change it to friends, that just means by default my post will only be visible to my friends. I can still change it from friends to public on each individual post. And again, if I change it to custom, I can set up a custom audience that is the default every time I make a post. The reason that's configurable here is because if you make a post from a mobile device like an iPad or an iPhone, you won't be able to make this change when making that post on the iPhone. If you're making that post via Facebook for BlackBerry, you can make that change. So if you're using an iPhone, make sure you've configured it here correctly for how you want to make that post on your mobile device. So just to show you what I mean, if I go back to the timeline, if I make a post here, hello, I am making a post, I can then make this visible to certain different audiences. So I can make it visible to everyone by clicking on public, my friends only by clicking on friends, only me, which means that only I see it, or I can actually set up a custom audience. I can also make a list for close friends and then they will only see it. And I can also make a list for people within Social Stamp and only they will see it. So it makes it very, very easy to set up who sees your posts. So just going back, that's what the top section of this privacy settings page is all about. It's making the default setting for your inline audience selector. There are then a number of other things within your privacy settings that you can change. So you can change how you connect. So if I click on Edit Settings, you can govern who sees some of the personal information that you've set up within Facebook. So who can look up using the email address or phone number you provided. So I've got it set to everyone, but you can make it friends of friends or just friends. So if you don't want people to look you up using your email address or phone number, then change this to friends. I'm going to leave it on everyone because I don't mind people seeing my telephone number. Who can send you friend requests? I've got that set to everyone, but you might just want to make it friends of friends that can send you requests to become your friend. Who can send you Facebook messages? Again, I've got it set to everyone, but you can make that friends of friends or just friends can send you messages on Facebook. So like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory, but go through it and make sure that it's set up for you. Timeline and tagging, there's a couple of different things here. So who can post on my own timeline? Currently I've got that set up as friends, but you can change that to no one. So not even your friends can post to your own timeline. Who can see what others post on my timeline? I've got that set to everyone, but again, you can make it friends of friends or custom, or those unique lists that you could create, close friends, social stamp, or other lists. So this one happens quite a lot. Review posts that friends tag you in before they appear on your timeline. So if somebody tags you, that is labels either a post or a photo with your name, then it used to appear on your timeline, but there is now an extra step where you have to approve that you are happy with the fact that someone has tagged or labeled you on that photo. You approve it, and then it appears on your timeline. So I've got that setting on. Who can see posts you've been tagged in on your timeline? So when you are tagged in the way that I've just described for the one above, the people that can see that, I've currently got it set to friends of friends. But I don't mind everyone seeing that, so I'm going to change it to everyone. You still get this moderation step where you see and approve a tag, and that's someone tagging you within a photo. You still get to approve that before it appears on your timeline. Review tags friends add to your own posts on Facebook. So that means that people can tag themselves in posts that I have made on my timeline. And again, I want that moderation step on, where if someone tags themselves in one of my posts, I get to approve that they actually can tag themselves in that post or photo. Who sees tag suggestions when photos that look like you are uploaded? So now when Facebook thinks that you're in a photo, it'll suggest your name to tag that photo with. Who sees those suggestions? I've got it as friends only. There's only two settings, either friends or no one. I'm going to keep it as friends. The remaining three are not quite so important, and the default settings are usually adequate, so I wouldn't worry too much about them. We will be coming on to ads and apps later on. So this one, ads, apps and websites, just lets you control how Facebook uses your name within ads, and a couple of other settings within there that are pretty adequate as a default. Limit the audience for past posts. So this is something where, again, Facebook has kind of had a bit of criticism in the past. If you want to go back, now that you have a Facebook timeline format for your personal Facebook page, if you want to go back and exclude people from seeing some posts that maybe you think might be a little bit dodgy for example, colleagues at work to see, then you can actually change who sees some posts that you've made in the past. In this last one, you can block people from gaining access to your page and also stop apps or applications from using some of your personal information. So again, important, but the default settings on those last three are probably adequate for now. But by all means, have a look and see if you can understand. If there's any specific questions on those or on any of this, please let us know on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/social stamp. Okay, so let's just go back to the timeline. And now we're ready to continue configuring our Facebook page in the next video.